Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue the Iliad by Homer. I'm going to continue to read. From the ranks of man, I Phoebus, you came third, and all you could do was finish off my life. One more thing, take it to heart. I urge you, you too, you won't live long yourself. I swear, already I see them looming up beside you, death, and the strong force of fate, to bring you down at the hands of Aeacus, great royal son. Achilles. Death cut him short, the end closed in around him, flying free of his limbs. His soul went winging down to the house of death, wailing his fate, leaving his manhood far behind. His young and supple strength, but glorious Hector, taunted Patroclus' body, dead as he was. Why, Patroclus? Why prophesy my doom, my sudden death? Who knows? Achilles, the son of sleek-haired Thetis, might outrace me, strike by my spear first and grasp away his life. With that, he planted a heel against Patroclus' chest, wrenched his bronze spear from the wound, kicked him over, flat on his back, free and clear of the weapon. At once he went to Automedon with the spear, quick as a god, the aid of swift Achilles, keen to cut him down, but his wearying horses swept well away, magnificent racing stallions, gifts of the god to Peleus, shining immortal gifts. Book 17. Menelaus' finest hour. But Atreus' son, the fighting Menelaus, marked at all the Trojans killing Patroclus there in the brutal carnage, and crested now in his gleaming bronze gear Atreides plowed through the front to stand straight to the body, braced like a mother cow lowing over a calf, her firstborn, first labor pangs hid the field. So the red-haired captain bestrode Patroclus now, shielding his corpse with the spear and round buckler, burning to kill off any man who met him face to face. But Euphorbus, who hurled the lethal ashen spear, would not neglect his skill. Patroclus' handsome body, halting close beside it, he taunt fighting Menelaus back, high and mighty Atreides, captain of armies, back from the corpse and leave the bloody gear. I was the first Trojan, first of the famous allies, to spear Patroclus down in the last rough charge. So let me seize my glory among the Trojans now, and I will spear you too. I will rip your own sweet life away. But the red-haired captain flared back in anger. Father Zeus, listen to his indecent, reckless bluster. Not even the leopard's fury makes the breast so proud. Not even the lions, not the murderous wild boars, the greatest pride of all. Bursting the boar's chest, they are nothing next to the pride of a panther's son, with their strong ashen spears. But no joy did even powerful Hyperena, breaker of horses, get from his young strength when he scorned me, stood up to me, reviling me as the weakest fighter in all Achaeans' armies. Home he went, I'd say, but not on his own 2 feet, and brought no cheer to his royal, loving wife and devoted parents. And you, I will break your courage for you too if you try to take me on. Go back on your own rank and file, I tell you. Do not stand up against me, or you will meet your death. Even a fool learns something once it hits him. So he warned, but failed to shake Euphorbus, who shot right back. Now, high and mighty Atreides, now by heaven, you pay in blood for the another you laid low. You glory over it too, making his wife a widow, lost in the depths of their new bridal chamber, bringing his parents cursed tears and grief. But I could stop that wretched couple's pain, if only I brought you head and bloody armor home, and laid them in Pathos' arm, in lovely Phrontis' arm. We are wasting time, our fights unfought, untested. We'll see who stands his ground, who casts and run. and he stabbed Menelaus' round shield, full center, not battering through. The bronze point bent back in the tough armor. But his turn next. Menelaus rose with a bronze lance and prayer to Father Zeus, and lunging out at Euphorbus just dropped back, pierced the pit of his throat. Leaning into it hard, his whole arms weighed in the stroke to drive it home, and the point went slicing through the tender neck. He fell with a crash, armor ringing against his ribs, his locks like the grass, locks splashed with blood, still braided tight with gold and silver clips, pinched in like a wasp's waist. There he lay like an olive slip a farmer rears to strand, on a lonely hilltop, drenching it down with water, a fine young stripling tree, and the wind stirred softly, rustling from every side, and it burst with silver shoots. Then suddenly out of nowhere a winding gale force comes storming, rips out of its stench, stretches it out in the earth. So Panthos, stripling son, lay sprawled in death. Euphorbus, who hurled the strong ashen spear, Menelaus cut him down, was stripping off his armor. Menelaus, fierce as a mountain lion, sure of his power, seizing the choicest head from a good grazing herd. First, he cracks his neck, clamped in his huge jaws, mauling the kill, then down in gulps he bolts it. Blood and guts, and around him dogs and shepherds raise a fierce din, but they keep their distance, lacking nerve to go in and take the line on. The fear that grips their spirit makes them blanch. So now not a single Trojan fighter had the spine to go and face Atreus, tensing in all his strength. Then and there Menelaus might have stripped Euphorbus and swept the Trojans' glittering armor off with ease, if Apollo had not grudged him all that glory. Rousing Hector against him, swift as Ares, taking a man's shape, the Cicons' captain Mantis, Apollo spurred him on with winged orders. Hector, you are chasing the wild wind, fiery Achilles' team. They are hard for mortal man to curb and drive, for all but Achilles. His mother is immortal, but all the while Menelaus, Atreus' fighting son, bestrides Patroclus. He killed the Trojans' best. Python's son, Euphorbus, stopped his fury cold. And back Apollo strode, a god in the wars of man, but grief bore down on Hector, packing his dark heart, as he scanned the battle lines and saw the worst at once. The two men there, one stripping the gleaming armor, the other sprawled on the ground, blood still spurting warm from his slashed throat. Down the front he charged, crusted the flashing bronze, Hector losing a savage cry and flying on, like a fire, like the god of fire, the blaze that never dies. I'm going to stop here today and continue next time. Thank you for watching.